Hello everyone, this is Robin and I am going to do a quick project for you using one of the new Hello Thursday releases, the Scarecrow one, and I've cut everything out and I've put it together and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to make this a fun and great fall or Halloween card. And you're also going to get, can you see that under there? You're going to get a sneak peek of one of my new release stamp sets that will be released in the next 2 weeks. You'll see it shortly. And we're going to use the Cuttlebug. We're using Distress Stripes Cuttlebug folder, and then we are going to be using this cute little, what is this? A pumpkin, a jack-o'-lantern. You're going to cut the top layer twice when you're doing this on your own, and this is cut at 4 1/4. We're going to go ahead and start backwards on the card. Usually we start with the image first, but I'm going to show you how I've made the card base. This is a piece of 8.5 by 11 Old Olive by Stampin' Up! Cardstock, and I've cut it in half. So I've cut it in half at 5.5, so you can make 2 cards from 1 sheet of cardstock. So this is 8.5 by 5.5. Very simple. What we're going to do is just fold it over, and I like to make tight creases with a bone folder, especially when you're using thick cardstock. It just makes it nice and smooth. Okay, let's put this aside. Okay, now the next thing we have is our base. Now the base is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and we're going to go ahead and add the layer on it. The layer is going to go right here. Now we don't want to add this onto our actual base yet because we're going to use a sewing machine. I forgot to show you that when I showed you everything we need. We're going to sew some ribbon on here. It's going to be really fun. I'm not much of a sewer anymore, and I'm just using a regular sewing machine. So we're going to just add this on here. Leave a little bit on the bottom, and then we're using some dark brown ribbon. And the first thing we're going to do is just do a strip of adhesive on the bottom. Now you can use the red tape. You have the red tape, that's awesome also. But I've noticed that when I'm doing this the right way, I've noticed that my ATG gun works just as great for this technique. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to put down a little bit here. I'm going to have it sticking on the end because I can cut it off. So what you're going to do is just kind of loop it. This is hard to do with nails. But we're going to loop it on here. Just kind of every once in a while, just kind of loop this up. This doesn't have to be perfect. We are going to sew this on here. So it's good if it's a little crooked actually, because it gives it character. I used to always say when I did Stampin' Up, if you wanted it perfect, you would have bought it at the store, right? We're in the handcrafted world, and it means more to show people you love them if you actually make it yourself. Okay, so that's good. Do you see how I have that here? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and snip this off just a little bit. Okay, now I have this here on the bottom, and we're going to stick this in the sewing machine, and we're going to sew it across the bottom. Isn't that fun? And it's super easy to do, cheap. You can do it yourself. Now let's go get the sewing machine out of my closet. Okay, I got my needle threaded, and note to self is I need to invest in a needle threader because that was painful. Okay, so I'm going to stick this through here, and I'm just going to put down my foot, and I have it on the let's see, what do I have it set on? I have it on zigzag a little bit, so let's see how this is going to work. What you need to do is put your needle down first using the knob. Put your needle into your paper, your project, and then just press slowly. Okay, and I'm almost done. And you can do it a little crooked. I kind of did mine, I tried to do a little crooked, but yep, it worked great. Let me show you. So, this is what I have. So I'll show you how to trim it up. I'm going to finish up this front, and we're just going to trim this up till it's even. So I'm just going to trim this right here. Super easy, and it's okay if your thread sticks out because we want it to look, that's what it would look like if you sewed, right? And you can also go backwards and forward, you know, like reinforce it when you're sewing. You can do whatever you want. This is your handmade project. So super cute. Now we can go ahead and put this on our base. And then we're almost done with this card. So sometimes, you know, you look at cards and you think, oh, that took them forever to do. Another way to make sure you glue over your thread so it makes it nice and secure. But people always think it takes so long to make these really simple cards. They might have an advanced technique on it. You know, the sewing, that's not something you'll do every day. It's when you want to pull out your machine, or just keep your sewing machine on your table and do it on everything. That's fine too. Mine I have to put away because it drives me nuts being out. Okay, so now I have my card base, and I'm going to use one of my new stamps from an upcoming set. And I'm not going to tell you everything that's in the set. You can probably guess. And this one says, "Hey Pumpkin." So we're going to stamp the "Hey Pumpkin" on here. Hey Pumpkin. I want to make sure that it's all going to fit nice and neatly. I'm going to have this up here, and I'm going to have the "Hey Pumpkin" just right here. So just stamp it nice and neat. Seriously, my kids are playing Ninja downstairs. My 3 little boys. They're having too much fun. Okay, so we can go ahead, and we are almost done with this card. Now what I'm going to do, which I don't normally do, instead of popping this up, I'm going to lay this one flat. So we can go ahead and do that, and I'll show you what we're going to do with the last part of this card. So this cartridge, the Scarecrow cartridge, is super simple to piece together. So we're going to add this right here, and now we're going to pull out our Cuttlebug. Here is my Cuttlebug, and this is the pink one. It's not really pink, but we call it pink, from HSN. I'm using the Distressed Stripes cartridge, like I told you earlier. This is just the extra layer that I told you to cut out, and we're going to put this on here. So cute! And we have our plates, the A plate on the bottom, A, B plate, mine's kind of well loved, and then I'm putting it right here, and I'm putting the other B plate on top of it. So we'll just put it in our Cuttlebug, and then we're going to just crank it. Let me move it a little bit closer. Okay, and that's all you need the Cuttlebug for, and then we will finish this, the last part of my card. Now, one thing that I forgot to tell you guys, I cut a circle, a 2-inch circle, from any of your cartridges that have circles on them. Just cut a 2-inch circle, and I've cut it in 4ths with my paper trimmer, and that's going to kind of act as a moon. So this pumpkin's kind of sitting out at night, and ooh, scary. Actually, it's kind of a scary pumpkin, but I'm trying to make it look cute. So I'm just going to flush that right here, make it flush with the blue and not the green. Okay, and now this is my favorite part ever. This is the distressed, or the Cuttlebugged part, and we're going to pop it up with some pop dots. I'm just going to do 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oops, and if you wanted to put another one in the middle, you might want to do that so it doesn't get all hollow in the middle. Okay, now, should I zoom in? Zoom, zoom, zoom. Okay, I'm just going to put this right here. Please tell me I did it the right way. Yes, I did. Sometimes I do things upside down and I don't realize it. Oh my goodness, this is so cute! Did you like that? Okay, so look at that! It's nice, and you know what? Look at it. It's, ooh, I'm so scary. Hey pumpkin! So no, it's supposed to be hey pumpkin. Really sweet. Anyway, hope you enjoy the Hello Thursday cartridges and my projects that I'm making with them. Have a great day. Bye guys.